So again, welcome back to the second day of our LSSW 25 Plume-Surface interactions. We're really excited to have everybody here attending and having some discussions. It was really great, I think, interfaces during the breakout session yesterday, and we had a full slate of good talks as well. And then today we will continue. So just a couple of logistics reminders in case we have new folks on today. Your microphones are automatically muted, but we can periodically unmute, and that's a little bit different than in the breakout sessions. Most talks are about 10 minutes and should be held to that. Speakers, we will give you 10 minutes and then we will ask you to move on. If you have a slightly shorter talk, we will have a little bit of time for questions. The Q&A is moderated via the conference.io interface. So please make sure you have that up and handy with you all throughout the day today. You can put your questions in there. If you put questions in the WebEx chat, we will try to copy them over. And then also to the speakers, please be sure to keep an eye on the Q&A in the conference.io interface. You can send responses to us via chat, and then Wesley and I, or a couple of other of our note takers, can help copy those over into responses in the conference.io interface. We also do have a log of all of the chat that we are able to see and save out, so all of that stuff can go into an FAQ after the meeting. And again, the breakout sessions will use a moderated unmute mode, but we won't get to that. We'll talk about that again later. So for the agenda today, we have our brief introductions, which is happening right now. And then we have a bunch of talks about modeling and simulations. We put a little break, lunch break in there. Well, break in there, half an hour break in there. And then after those sets of talks, we'll have a short, very short time for discussion. We'll sort of use that to highlight some of the questions that have come in, and potentially the speakers can answer a few questions. We'll pull you back over and you can answer a few questions in there. After that, we have some talks about flight experiments and hardware. And then we will take a short break before we come back for discussions and breakouts. One of the things, we have not actually set the topics for the breakouts yet today, so we will put a poll in the conference.io interface that is some options for what we might use as the topics or spur for discussion in the different in the two different breakout sessions that we'll have. So please keep an eye. That should be up soon this morning, and so keep an eye out for that, and we'll use that to sort of set what our breakout discussion topics will be. And if you have any ideas for what those breakout sessions you want to see, feel free to send us a message in the chat.